What's going on, guys? EirronJ, and welcome to another episode of our Hull City career mode on Football Manager 22. We have three pretty big games today. We've got Bournemouth, Preston and Swansea. Of course, Bournemouth are sitting at top of the table, and then we have Preston and Swansea sitting round about where we are. So it's going to be a pretty big game first to start off with, if we can hopefully get something from this. Let's just jump straight into it. We're going for a pretty much unchanged side. Going to keep the main man, Honeyman, in that attacking midfielder role. We've got Elder, Greaves, Bernard and Emmanuel at the back. And then the usual suspects up top. We've got Smith, Lewis Potter, Wilkes and Baxter in the net as well. So we have our new signing, or our new loanee, who will be our official signing at the end of the season, Mr. Ford. And we'll jump straight into things, and hopefully, there he is, Godsmack Ford there. They were getting from, I think, Leicester is where we signed him from. But we will jump straight into things, gives the boys the usual, I've got trust in you guys, you can make a difference, you can do this for us. And yeah, we're sitting we're 4 points away from the playoffs. So, overall, I can't complain. 28 matches into the season. If we can get something against Bournemouth, though, that will be incredible. I'm not expecting much. It is Bournemouth, and we will, of course, be losing some games, I'd imagine, before the end of the season. But if by a miracle we can get something from this game, I will not complain. As long as we don't get slaughtered, I will be a very happy manager at the end of this one. As we look to be on the attack, we've actually been slightly ahead in terms of shots on target. We're not doing too bad as we look to score before the end of the first half, and we do in the 34th minute. Mr. Malik Wilkes, one of my favourite Hull City players at the minute, has managed to put the ball in the back of the net. I seem to always choose wingers as my favourite players for Hull City for some reason. It used to be Sonny Luca, who played for us for a small time. He was one of my favourite players. And Robbie Brady was one of my favourite players as well. And at the minute, it's Malik Wilkes. And, of course, how can you not love the local boy, Lewis Potter, as well. But, yeah, he does make it 1-0 for us. And instantly, the game is tied up at 1-1. I was too busy talking and getting excited about previous Hull City players. I completely didn't even react to the goal I've just scored. So, yeah, unfortunately, they do get instantly back into the game. And they do have the opportunity to make it 2-1. But we managed to hold on. That should be half-time. It is half-time. And I'm happy with the boys. How can I not be? We'll give it a few minutes. And then if they either score or nothing comes of it, it could be 2-1. That's a big miss. And an even bigger tackle as well. Yeah, that could have saved us there. We might have just got lucky. Let's bring on the new boy. Obviously, we're bringing in Harvey for when we do lose our right back, Louis Coyle. He's currently injured, I believe, so he's not going to be going anywhere until he gets back. And then, I mean, deadline day is coming up, so unless he leaves then, we're probably going to have him until the end of the season. So we'll try and play him as much as we can, just so we can increase that transfer on him. He definitely wants to leave. He's told us a few times now that, you know, we can't repair the damage that we've done. All because he didn't start for like 4 or 5 games in a row. But some players like that, it's sad because Louis Coyle is a local boy. And it'd be nice for him to actually get far on this career mode with me. I thought he would have been one of the players that we stuck with and really grew with the team. Especially as we, you know, pushed for promotion. It would have been a pretty cool thing to see Louis Coyle in the Premier League. But it's not to be, and the game does actually end 1-1. So we do get something from it. I'm happy with that. I will not complain at all. That was a perfect result. I can't complain in the slightest with that result. That's a big one. I'm happy with that. We'll move on to the next one. It probably hasn't moved us anywhere in the table, but you know, you can't move every time you win or draw a game, can you? It's not too bad though. Okay then, next game, and we are playing against Preston. And this could But I'm just trying to think. When I started this episode, did I say I was playing Preston? Or did I say I was playing somebody else? Because I really can't remember. But we have been advised to play more supporting. So we've got those supporting roles in the midfield. We won't be playing the defensive roles this time out. But we do have... Coyley's actually on the reserve. So he maybe wasn't injured. I thought he was injured. I think I said in the last match we played against Bournemouth that he was injured. I think it's more that he wants to be gone, so there's no point even leaving him in now. Just let him leave. But we'll see. I think previously I did just say that we will try and play him quite a bit just so the price goes up. But no one seems interested, to be honest. And we're not going to loan him out. If we're selling him now and we're getting money for him so we can invest in more players that we can bring in. We've already managed to bring Ford in, who will be fully our player next season if we decide to actually sign him. He's on loan currently. But yeah, we are playing Preston and we are pretty much in the same position. We're 3 points ahead, so even if we do lose this one, we will be ahead on goal difference unless they score a stupid amount of goals against us. So we shouldn't be dropping any places today. We could be gaining places if we do manage to win and Luton struggle to win their game. But Preston are a hard side. Every team here is hard, to be honest. In the Championship, anyone can beat anyone. We could quite easily be sat in 16th now. We've just managed to get the results when needed. We've been a little bit lucky in this series so far. A few games haven't gone our way, as that is a beautiful strike from Lionel Honeyman there. Another one of my... He quickly became one of my favourite Hull City players when we signed him. He was incredible last season and he's been incredible recently, actually. He's just completely on form for us in real life. We have won 4 games in a row as we make it to half-time. I'm kind of blaring real life with Football Manager at the minute, but yeah. So in real life, George Honeyman's killing it. We've won 4 games in a row. We've got Reading next, if I'm not wrong, which will probably be a huge game. If we can win that one and make it 5 on the bounce, we're cruising towards safety, which is what we need this season. We haven't been able to invest. Got a lot of players on loan, and yeah, it'd just be really nice to stay up and stay up comfortably as well. Not just edge it because obviously Derby got destroyed with the points reduction, and instantly the equaliser is there. Johnson puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-1 against Preston. So yeah, Derby got deducted points and another team got deducted points as well, and I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Reading, but I might be wrong. But another team got deducted points as well, which kind of brought them closer to us. So that's kind of, upset. I mean, I won't complain if we do stay up, but it'd be nice to stay up comfortably and us not say, oh yeah, but you only stayed up because this team and this team lost so many points. So yeah, it'd be nice for us to, stay up on our own, which I think we can do. If we carry on playing the way we are, we're looking pretty dominant at the minute. I think we can definitely comfortably stay up. I'm not saying we're going to get playoffs or anything like that, but I think definitely we can be finishing in the lower to mid table. I think it's achievable. But yeah, this one is almost an end. We are in the 83rd minute, and it's been end-to-end stuff, to be completely honest. We've had more expected goals, we've had more cards, and we've had more shots on target. But that is going to do it. We do actually draw that match. That's 2 draws in a row. I can't complain. We're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. I'll take that result. It's not too bad. Let's jump into the next one. Okay then, here we are against Swansea City. This is a result we should really be winning. We need to be picking up a win this episode, I think. 3 draws isn't great. I know we played Bournemouth. We could have quite easily lost that one. But we're currently on 2 points out of a possible 6 for the episode. And I'd like to finish it with 5 points out of a possible 9, if possible. So we need to be trying to win this one. We're going for an unchanged team, apart from Monco, who's going to come in for a tired Wilkes. We're going to rest him and not play him too much. Don't want him getting injured. We're going to need him for the back end of the season. And Swansea should be a fairly straightforward match. We should be able to win this one comfortably, in my opinion, but we will see. Of course, we have got Godsmack Ford on the bench again. We might be bringing him on at some point. And I'd love to get your guys' feedback on, like, recently when I've been doing these, I've been talking about some other stuff as well, like in real life stuff, like football results in the real world, not just in the game. So I'd like to know your feedback on what you think. If you think I should just leave this to purely talking about Football Manager things, so things that are happening in the game of Football Manager, or if you kind of like the more relaxed feel where we just talk about things going on in the world, like where Hull City are. On the Man United one, I talk about how Man United are doing and kind of like how I'm reacting to the matches that are playing. So we'll see. Like, whatever you guys think, I can always like bring it back to just talking about what we're watching, or I can carry on with this, like the game's kind of in the background while I just ramble a little bit, and then we talk about key highlights like that one. That's a perfect time to score a goal, just as I get to the end of that point. And it's offside, but yeah, that would have been great if it had been an actual goal. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think, what you prefer. If you're not a big fan of these ramblings, then I can definitely stop doing them. As we look to, we're getting absolutely dominated by Swansea. We've had 0 shots on target, a goal counted offside, and we need to be encouraging the boys to press forward, because as you can see, Swansea are 9 points behind us, and we're starting to slowly slip away from being able to reach the playoffs, which isn't our main target, but if we can do it, we can do it. It'd be nice to make the playoffs, especially with this team. It'd be incredible if we were able to make the playoffs. We do sit 3 points behind the playoffs, but the goal difference is so far away. Look at that. We're what, 17 goals away, was it? I think they're on 21, we're on 4, if I'm not wrong. We will make some substitutions, make a couple there. Who else do we bring on? Fleming, maybe? Bring off... let's bring off Tyler Smith and bring on Eves, and then also bring on Huddleston. Hopefully the old boy can spare us on to a late victory. But yeah, we're like 9 points away in terms of goals from the position above us, and like 17 or 16 away from 6th. So it's, unless we do it on points, it's looking unlikely that we're going to be able to catch those guys in the playoffs. We are getting to the back end of the season as well. There's still a few games to play. We are only on the 30th match, but you know, you'd think this is probably where this table is now. It's roughly where teams are going to finish unless something crazy happens. You'd think we would be finishing in like the top 12 at least at this stage. It is still very close. We're only like, what? We could drop down to 11th if we lose the next 2 and our opponents win their next 2. So anything can happen, but yeah, it's looking like another stalemate, to be honest. It's not been the most interesting of episodes. There's not been a great amount of key highlights either, so it's going to be probably a pretty short one. And I know that the last time I recorded my Man United one, that was pretty long, which I recorded yesterday. So that was a long one, and this one's looking like a short one. So we might be able to squeeze deadline day in as well. We'll see. We'll see. Like, not a lot's going to happen. We're probably just going to lose players, but it does end 0-0, and that is 3 draws out of 3, and we've just lost one of our best attacking midfielders. Great. Okay then. So a deadline day is upon us. We're going to see if we get any offers for any players. Cambridge have asked if they can take McGuinness. I can't remember the last time he played for us, so we're just going to accept it. He's probably going to... Yeah, he has rejected it as well. He don't want to leave. And we have signed Godsmack Ford as well. There he is from Leicester. Just accepted that. So at the end of the season, we will be bringing him into the club on a permanent basis. He's on loan until the end of the season. That's just so we can, you know, we're going to get some money, obviously, at the end. So we'll be able to afford him. We need, really, for Louis Coyle to move on. Because he doesn't want to stay. He definitely doesn't want to stay. Baxter's injured as well. Luckily, that's for 3 days. So we'll be able to play him in the Everton fixture if we decide to put him in. And it's not looking at this moment in time like we're actually going to get rid of anyone. We could do with offloading a couple of players. Tom Eaves is... I'm happy for Tom Eaves or Magenis to leave. Louis Coyle, if you don't want to be there. We've just got Ford. So we can get rid of Coyle if you don't want to stay. It's upsetting, but I've tried plenty of times to convince him to stay in the team, try and give him a new contract. He's just not... He wants to be the first team right back, and I can kind of understand it. He is pretty much in the same position as Emmanuel. It's just that I think for the formation I play, Emmanuel just works a little bit better. And it's better to bring Coyle on as like a substitute or play him in the cup matches. And yeah, he just doesn't want it, unfortunately. But it's been a pretty boring deadline day, as we have 2 hours left. It's not looking like anyone's leaving, or we're going to bring anyone else in. We don't need to bring anyone else in, but I'm happy with the team we've got. Got plenty of depth. I know a lot of players are on loan. We might try and sign a couple of those at the end of the season. Keeping Baxter in goal would be a massive signing, but he is from Chelsea, so it might not be possible. We have finished deadline day. Nothing happened. And we will end the episode on that note. We do have Everton, Derby, and Fulham next. I don't know why I say it like that. We've got Everton, Derby, and Fulham. Fulham are sitting in first place now, joint on points with Bournemouth. We've got Derby at the bottom of the table. They're sitting right down there. They've done okay, actually. If they didn't have those points reducted, they would be a lot higher in the table. And then we do have Everton in the cup as well. I can't see that going very well based on performances recently, but hopefully Everton throw out like a weaker team and we have a chance of advancing in the FA Cup. Be nice to go as far as possible, but we have been given one of the hardest teams, in my opinion. So yeah, we finished the episode with 3 draws. As you can see, it's not been the greatest, has it? But fingers crossed we can beat Derby next episode and maybe get a point from Fulham if possible. If we can do it against Bournemouth, we might be able to do it against Fulham. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please like, subscribe. Have a wonderful day as always. I'll speak to you soon, and peace.